What I call my hometown would be Irwin, small town of 100 people with a lot of O'Connors that are around it. And we all pretty much are the same in that we raise corn, soybeans. I have been farming since 1988. I'm a sixth generation O'Connor in the area, and my dad had farmed up until that time. He also had some other ag-related businesses that he wanted to spend more time at, creating room for me to just step into the farm.
We've been married almost 28 years. I'm on call for whatever needs to be done. So it's often running food around, running people around, helping move equipment around.
When we've had opportunities to travel on vacation, we've worked foreign countries into there just because it's a different experience. And oftentimes we would find ourselves maybe going just a street or two back from the main street, from the touristy areas, and enjoying that experience. It grew from there.
In 2012, we took our first family mission trip to the Dominican Republic, and it was such an eye-opening experience, and we were able to learn a lot about the culture there. Then in 2013, we went back and actually led a group of other families to the Dominican Republic and ended up more in the rural areas at that point. In 2013, I went to Uganda in Africa for about 2 weeks.
They just don't have the infrastructure in these poor countries to support a way of life which we would consider healthy and promoting longevity in life. And just to see how their water resources are scant and not very clean, it's really eye-opening. I came back from the Dominican Republic and really did put a much greater emphasis on improving the water quality, so much so that I said, I don't want any water to leave or to minimize the water that runs off any of my fields, showing that there's topsoil that's contained within it. So, I've worked on any of these spots on fields where water runs off into a ditch, putting a small filter strip or just a little check strip there to slow it down, to clean it up, a lot of pollinator strips around. Yes, you give up a few of those acres towards profitability or productivity, but actually what we find is there is this improvement on soybean yields. There's nothing wrong with using the term global economy. I think at one point in time it was scary as a business aspect, as an average farmer. And we need to get past that. It's something that is insurmountable to understand. And the quicker that we understand that and embrace that it's in a global economy, I think the more open we will be towards other people, towards their cultures, towards doing business with them. In the last 2 years, with the battles going on between the United States and China, with trade wars and tariffs and that, it can change immensely and our bottom line can be impacted. So we really do need to find an association or a company, an agency that can help us manage that and figure that out. Some of the changes that we've incorporated that will reflect some of the demand or specific demand that there may be globally is we have raised non-GMO soybeans for the past 7 or 8 years. It brings more profitability. But if there is a certain demand for that product somewhere in the world, it's nice to know that they can come to the United States and get a very readily available supply of that. Information is so readily accessible. And almost instantly you can find out what's going on every morning around the world for everything that has an impact on supply and demand is at our fingertips at a moment's notice, whether good or bad. I think a great way to start is just to ask whether you're going to a local grain elevator or a train terminal or a river port, to simply ask the question, where are these soybeans going? Just start to question. And the answer you get sometimes may be very interesting and pique your interest.
The bottom line comes down to an individual farmer just doing the best job that they can so that they are profitable, but also they are providing the product that the world needs.